Hey, good morning, Covey Hill. I missed all of you this morning terribly, and I appreciate all of your patience and understanding as we canceled church for today, and look forward to what we're trying to do for the next couple weeks as our community responds to this threat of the coronavirus. But we are not afraid, and we are not living in fear. We're going to trust the Lord to protect us, and we're going to protect the members of our church as best as we can, and make this spread of this infection slow down a bit. So thank you for your patience and understanding. I wanted to share a thought with you from God's word in Nehemiah chapter 4. Nehemiah is returning with a group of fellow Jews from exile, and they are allowed by the emperor to rebuild the wall of Jerusalem. So they're taking it on to rebuild the city that houses God's name. And yet locally they had threats, death threats, people who were trying to stop them from the work and would threaten raids to kill them and their children and their wives and all of that. And so Nehemiah says, when they receive one of these threats, in chapter 4, verse 14, "Do not be afraid of them. Remember the Lord, who is great and awesome, and fight for your brothers, your sons, your daughters, your wives, and your homes." And from that point on, they start building the wall with a sword on their hip, ready at any moment to defend each other and their loved ones, and yet they keep building. Now, the point that I think that has for us as our church and churches in our area are responding to this threat of this illness is that we are not going to react out of fear, but we are going to react responsibly to a threat that is there and arm ourselves not with swords but with information and with the best practices to keep the most vulnerable of our community safe. All the while not forgetting that we are doing those things in order to keep building. We are the church, and we trust Jesus will continue to build his church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. So in this temporary, acute moment that we have to do some creative things, this is not going to last very long at all, but we do feel the effects of it in the meantime, and we are responding in such a way that we are not hunkered down so that we stop doing God's work, but rather preparing in these ways to keep one another safe and healthy so that we can keep building. So we're going to keep building. We're going to keep connected and speaking with one another, praying for each other, and hopefully be more connected than actually we usually are. That we'll have to call one another up and check in on one another and seek God's word ourselves. And for one another, and send each other scriptures that you're reading, and encourage each other. Use this time to build the wall. So that's what I have for you, Covey. Love you, and we will stay posted and connected throughout the week on anything upcoming and any other information that's coming down the pike. So love you all, and the Lord bless you.